this is the one that we call the Go Home Show. The one live before the big pay-per-view event, and tonight we are live from Lowell, close to Boston, for Global Wrestling Collision. This is Project Alpha making her way to the arena, as she is scheduled to face Tom Collitti in a one-on-one match tonight on Collision. And speaking of Tom Collitti, he's making his way to the ring. We haven't seen it since GCW Action Episode 2. A huge task coming ahead for the GCW Global Champion Mikey defending his championship against Gary Emmitt tonight on Collision. And Mikey has to feel like he has a target on his back, as he will defend his championship at the Emergence 2 if he retains. And this is the challenger, joined by his tag team partner, the Mantra Calhoun. This is Gary Emmitt and the Mantra, as Gary faces Mikey tonight. And tonight on Collision, Asad will sign his contract for the World Heavyweight Championship match that will be happening at the Emergence 2 live on pay-per-view. And welcome everyone to GCW Collision live from the Lowell Civic Auditorium. This is an historic place of pro wrestling, and this is the last episode before the Emergence 2. And this is former heavyweight champion Bobby Bucks making his way to the ring, facing the Austrian Dynamo tonight on Collision. Up next, in honor today, we got up with Jimmy Tornado and Bobby Bucks as they were speaking from the stand, from the balcony where the fans used to be sitting.
I would like to wish you good luck for your match tonight. This is such beautiful view. Too many people I could sell beer to tonight.
The sun is shining, and the money is singing. It's a perfect day to have Bucks in the park to fight the Austrian Dynamo tonight. I will teach him a lesson into not messing with world champions. Jimmy, enjoy yourself tonight selling beer to our beloved fans. Because Sneeder told me that at GCW Action, Episode 3, you will be wrestling Gary Emmitt. We need a win there.
So as you guys have heard, Jimmy Tornado is going to compete on the next episode of GCW Action against Gary Emmitt. And this is the Australian Dynamo. The Australian Dynamo had a path. He had a challenge laid down by Snyder that he must defeat every opponent placed in front of him until the Emergence 2. And this is what he is looking to do tonight again while he is facing former heavyweight champion Bobby Bucks. The Australian Dynamo has been doing only this weeks after weeks previously on Collision, as he has defeated the like of Mr. Kush, and he has defeated also global champion Mikey, Truman Tassin, and so on. Oh, and on the last episode he just pinned down the former heavyweight champion Wade Sage too. Now the match is underway. Dynamo Bobby Bucks. That's a big drop kick to start the match up tonight on Collision. Bobby Bucks trying to wear down the Australian Dynamo. Dynamo is really trying to take advantage of Bobby Bucks right now, working on Bobby Bucks, and that's a clothesline. Bobby Bucks couldn't hold the clothesline and had been sent out of the ring, outside of the ring. Bobby Bucks is being counted out right now. And this is the Austrian Dynamo and the Emperor with a clothesline to Bobby Bucks and a leg drop. The Austrian Dynamo has literally defeated almost every former heavyweight champion excepting Mark Hancock. Otherwise, that's a double extender from the Epire. The Australian Dynamo dominating this match. The quad standard was right now. And Bobby Bucks was literally the first heavyweight champion of Global Pro Wrestling, literally. The person who defeated Bobby Bucks to get that championship was Lance Bett, to get his first World Heavyweight Championship title run. He's also a multiple-time Federation Online Tag Team Champion. And that's one clothesline by Bobby Bucks to the Australian Dynamo, who went back inside of the ring. Now Bobby Bucks is looking to find a way to get the Australian Dynamo down. That's a beautiful German suplex. And that's a second German. Projecting him in the ropes, trying to keep him down with the leg drop and the drop kick, but he couldn't connect. He had to go to 2 tries, 2 attempts in order to give the drop kick. And Bobby Bucks is projecting Dynamo into the corner. He's gonna go for the superplex. Big, beautiful superplex. Bobby Bucks spinning the Australian Dynamo right now, and the Australian Dynamo is kicking out at too. Bucks on the tightrope. Looking to... If you spend too much time thinking, this is what happens when you are inside of a wrestling match, and this is a superplex from the Australian Dynamo. And a spear. And if you can hit this move 3 times, it's over. 2. And there's the third one. And that's it. 1, 2, and 3. The Australian Dynamo is going to be participating into the Battle Royale for the Mikey Global Championship. What an impressive display showed by the Australian Dynamo tonight. We know how strong and resilient he can be, but he just overcome. He has just overcame Snyder's challenge. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up on GCW Collision, speaking of the global champion, Mikey is going to defend against Gary Emmitt tonight on Collision. But also coming up later tonight, the finals of the Tag Team Championship Tournament, who will become the #1 contenders, Mr. Kush and T-Neck or Davey, Claudio and Sebastian. This is what we will know later tonight.
I have a Mr. Kush problem. I mean, he is like a parasite to my career. Sebastian, tonight, I want you to take care of this Mr. Kush problem. We will become challengers for the Tag Team Championships, and I will take care of this issue on my own after that. I am the one that should have been into the Hall of Fame, not him.
Well, you're right. Maybe you are not a Hall of Famer to them because of Kush, but you are still an Hall of Famer to me, and I welcomed your tutoring. However, we need to focus. We need to focus on what is in front of us, not Mr. Kush and T-Neck, but the World Tag Team Championships.
Correct. Let's go get this match. Jimmy, wish you the best tonight.
instant payments. Download Revolut now.
And we are back on Global Car Wrestling. This is Collision, and this is Unfake the Icon making his way to the ring. And Unfake needs a win tonight because the last time he was wrestling one of the members of the collective, it was Davey Claudio in a qualifying round for the Battle Royale at the Emergence 2. And Unfake lost this match against Davey Claudio. Then Wade Sage would have go one-on-one against Sebastian and would have defeated Sebastian at GCW Action Episode 2. Johnson from the collective, Lance Rudd's friend and Jimmy Johnson, who had never been in a better mood. There we go, the match is on the way between Unfake and Jimmy. Jimmy is already kicking Unfake. Jimmy with the punch to Unfake. Jimmy is working on Unfake right now, trying to force Unfake to not get back in. He's wrestling one-on-one and when you're the bad guy, and Jimmy is the bad guy this time. But let's see, Jimmy is pinning Unfake 1, 2. That's only a 2 count. And now Jimmy has that mean streak. And that's a big kick by Jimmy.
Well, you know me, I'm all
with the big slam.
Tonight.
And Jimmy just using this mean streak. This is a whole entire new side of Jimmy we haven't seen. That's another kick. Maybe this is what Jimmy's missed in order to win matches in GCW. And Jimmy's so dominant over Unfake tonight. Unfake the Icon, the man used to come from Israel, but Unfake with a big punch to Jimmy. And that's a Swanton. Unfake is looking to fight back on GCW Collision. And Jimmy's already back inside. And Unfake with a big punch to the chest. And Jimmy now with the inverted power slam, power drop slam. Also called the shoulder breaker. And Jimmy on the third rope with the big drop kick. And Jimmy now with the headlock takedown to Unfake. And I have never seen Jimmy with such a mean streak before. Like, he does not care about anything, he does not respect his opponent, and he will take advantage of any shots he has. And this is Unfake with the run-up. 1, 2, that's only a 2 count. Jimmy kicked out of the run-up. Now Jimmy is already fighting back on Unfake with the big kick. And someone drop. And again, that's the body slam. 1, 2, and 3. That's a win for Jimmy Johnson. Literally using projectile pass on finishing maneuver. And Jimmy is still displaying that win streak to OPEC. That's a big win for Jimmy Johnson tonight on Collision. And this is OPEC still let down from the match. Literally, well, it's just might be just a little bit disappointed of what happened.
Ofek? What the hell was that, man? Look, I know, you wanted to help us because we're from the same town. Also, because you had nothing to do back then. But I once knew a guy willing to risk everything to get a win, and if that means shooting someone, you'd have done it, but... Okay. Ofek, I'ma need you to go back to Israel. Train. Find our trainer and train. Don't come back until you have found your killer self again, got it? And please stop complaining.
And everyone on GCW Action Episode 3. Next week, Killing Time returns as he is going to face the Wonderboy in a Global Championship Battle Royale qualifier. Also, we're gonna have one-on-one action. Gary Emmitt is going against Jimmy Tornado on the next episode of GCW Action. Coming up right now, we will be having Project Alpha against... Wait, what?
Project Alpha. And what you're running thinking. You're the new chick on the block. Kat said she thinks she's the new chick on the block. Oh, shut up.
Like you, E.T. They don't. I certainly do not.
I said shut up. Like I was gonna have to mingle with the new chick on the block, looking for trouble, said she looking for trouble, and it picks his own battles. All of you should be ashamed of yourselves. Project Alpha, Stone Cold Meat. We'll open a can of hula pass on your lazy bum. Oh, shut up. I said shut up. And that's the bottom line, because E.T. says so.
Stone Cold? E.T. over here.
Dr. Emerson, the manager, should I say the manager? The coach of Project Alpha. Turn his mic on, you can hear a shit.
Please excuse my rudeness, but I couldn't be present without talking to Stone Cold ET before his match against Project Alpha. Look, right now, she is pissed off at you, and she has every right to be. And to be honest with you, I would have done the exact opposite of what you are going to do again. Mr. E.T.
Oh, shut up. All of you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Only defense he could have come up with.
Because if I were in your shoes right now, in order to avoid what is coming for you, that would have been probably the best thing to do, to run away, out of danger, and you will live to fight another day, or face the wrath of Project Alpha.
The hell is he talking about? And that's Beef. Beef attacking Stone Cold E.T. from behind. In the last episode of GCW action, E.T. won away out of trouble while Project Alpha was being attacked. That's a chokeslam. While Project Alpha was being attacked by Beef and Behemoth, which led to Beef and Behemoth facing Project Alpha in a handicap tag team match at the Emergence 2. And Stone Cold E.T. is just going to run away again. Running out of trouble, but Beef is Behemoth attacking Dr. Emerson again. And I am not surprised, and this is Project Alpha. Project Alpha coming up to save her manager, and as she's running toward Behemoth for the confrontation. And that's a body slam from Project Alpha. And she's gonna give him a second one. And now she's just looking at that massive man who she has defeated at GCW Collision episode 19. And that's Beef with the massive spear, driving down Project Alpha. And that's another body slam. And she's gonna go for it again. Project Alpha displaying. She has more strength as these two coming to the aid of Dr. Emerson, as we can see right here.
¿Estás bien? ¿Todo bien?
Alpha Dog. Look, no, you're angry at this guy. Let's cool off.
Bueno, quiero pedirle a Snyder que nos dé una partida. Me darás una paliza y, para el episodio 3 de acción de GCW.
Alright. Action Episode 3. Falls count anywhere you. And Stone Cold ET. 1-on-1.
O la lucha libre mundial de CAW sufrirá una ira de body slam como nunca antes.
This is Japanese legend, Thunder Tiger from the land of the Rising Sun and the Rising Sun promotion. Thunder Tiger competing tonight against his own tag team partner, El Luchadore. And this is going to be a Battle Royale qualifier for the Emergence 2. And this is why we are having this match right now.
Congratulations. You have been very impressive so far. Which is why I have decided to give you a spot in the battle royale. I am impressed by such a legend of your stature with the fastest rising star of global Koa wrestling. As you face each other's tonight, whoever wins gets the spot.
This is going to be a huge opportunity for one of these two wrestlers, or should I say, luchadores, tonight on Global Pro Wrestling. And this is Turn the Tiger tag team partner, as we have seen on Global Pro Wrestling Action Episode 2 in Collision, the last episode, during the Gauntlet. And a luchador has been very impressive in his Global Pro Wrestling debut. And tonight he is facing his tag team partner, Japanese legend, Turn the Tiger. There we go, and the match is underway. That's a beautiful drop kick, and this is quite difficult because with two competitors knowing each other that well, because they train together, they do everything together, they know all of each other's moves. That's a beautiful kick by Turn the Tiger, and Luchadore outside now. Discus close line by Tiger, and Tiger is on the third rope. That's a splash from the third rope. And that's, what the hell? Oh my god. That's a clothesline. With authority. And another big kick. And now it's a leg submission, Boston leg submission, but they use the referee. And that man right there, this is one of the most experienced technical wrestler on earth. And he was running down the corner. He just saw his opponent getting back up, but he didn't saw him coming with the running clothesline and the gauntlet suplex. And this is a luchador thinking of a way, reflecting on how he can defeat that Japanese legend in order to reach his goal, which is to qualify for the Battle Royale at the Emergence 2. And as I told you, they knew each other, they know each other that well as they train together every day. So they might believe that they are in each other's head. Projection into the ropes, drop kick to Turn the Tiger, getting counted outside of the ring. And that's again a front splash from the apron. And he's gonna go on the third rope. Probably for another one. And oh my god. And right away with the tornado DDT. Beautiful. Now projected is a luchadore up to the corner. And big beautiful crowd free kick from the third rope. And again. Now a luchador is back inside of the ring. Then the Tiger is being countered outside of the ring. And I do not believe this is how he wants to win that match. And as they are exchanging blows right now, then the Tiger is down. And luchador on the top rope. And that's a missing drop kick. And then the Tiger is down. He's done, and that's a reversed into a run-up. The referee did not even have the time to begin the pinfall. That's an amazing match right now. And then the Tiger has that mean slap. And all the clothesline was reversed. He never saw it coming. And that's a Boston Crab. And then the Tiger tried to grab the referee's hand to get out, which worked. And now that's a tornado DDT to the bottom rope, the bottom corner of the ring. And then the Tiger, again with the Russian leg sweep, perfectly placed from the front splash from the top rope. And this is 1, 2, and only a 2 count and each other kicking out. And each other with the clothesline projecting turn the Tiger into the ropes, not even able to run into the middle of the ring. That's a projection to the corner of the ring, looking for a superplex, which he did. And this is that was the accolade. Oh, that's the leg screw. And then the Tiger has nowhere to go. He's grabbing the referee's chest, trying to go out, using the referee. This is brilliant. Brilliant by then the Tiger. And that's it. Lucha driver. 1. And the body right now by then the Tiger. 1. Only a 1 count. How? It's a drop kick to the back, mean drop kick, and that's the Boston Crab. Then the Tiger has nowhere to go. He has no choice but to attempt to reach the ropes or to tap out. And if you can submit Japanese legend from the Tiger, you have a bright future. And that's a world bright. Nipping plancha from a luchador. And again, with the Boston Crab. Then the tiger is agonizing. The pain must have been excruciating. And again with the Boston Crab for the third time. And that's it, I believe. And Luchadore is going to participate in the Battle Royale for the Global Championship at the emergence. Incredible victory, what a nice display. Great match from a great future star of global core wrestling, probably, as is and Luchadore. Speaking of it, oh, this is good. Then the tiger showing respect to his tag team partner, congratulating his tag team partner into qualifying for that match. You can see the respect between these two luchadores. That man has a bright future in global core wrestling. And this was an incredible match between these two competitors. However, let's go backstage as Mr. N is going to be interviewed by Sandra regarding GCW Action Episode 3 next week.
Okay. I talked with Asad, and Asad asked me before to do UFC to, well, go for the World Heavyweight Championship, and I told him, go for it. Anytime is not going to interfere in your affairs because I have much respect for you. And then he also asked me when I was the general manager if he had the ability, the possibility to go to UFC, if I could let him go. I said, yes, of course. So, therefore, Kenny Time is going to be participating into the Battle Royale after he defeats Wonderboy on the next episode of GCW Action.
Sam, I know what will set you free tonight. And it's the truth. Mikey. Truth. I am aware of my target position, and after the emergence too. I may not be a global champion anymore. Dynamo might be, just like all the other competitors, laying down their eyes on this championship belt as soon as they see it. I like those odds of 9-1. However, tonight, I will see if I can provide the truth one more time to prove myself. And that's the truth. The truth hurts.
Mr. Truth, long time, no see. I have much respect for you, Mr. Truth. You know this, but keep an eye on yourself. The Battle Royale is around the corner.
Revolut your way into instant payments. Download Revolut now.
Match is for the Global Championship. And this is the champion, the challenger, making his way to the ring. Davey Emmitt from the Royale Gamers. 1-on-1 against Mikey Shoes, and as Mikey explained before the commercial break, he said that he needs to prove himself tonight in collision. And this is exactly why he went to ask Snyder for this 1-on-1 match. And he believed that Gary is a wrestler that has never received a match for his championship. He never asked, so he never complained about it. True. And this is the global champion, GCW global champion, Mikey Shoes, making his way to the ring. And Mikey Shoes explained that he feels like he has a giant target on his back tonight, as he is heading towards the Battle Royale at the Emergence 2. First the Austrian dynamo, then WDSH also. And we saw Davey Claudio confronting him a moment ago. And speaking of challengers, this is Epire and Ice, Hurricane Blaze, confronting Mikey Shoes during his entrance, participating too into the Battle Royale. So we know that Fire and Ice are going to be participating. We also know that Claudio will be participating, and luchadore, the Uber Beast, and WDSH. So this is placing the number at 6. We know that the Austrian dynamo now will be participating also. That will be 7. And we know Jason October and Luchadore are going to determine the Battle Royale. That's 8 and 9. But we do not know if Kenny is going to be participating into that same Battle Royale. No, sorry. That's 7 and 8. We do not know that Kenny will be participating. And they will be making too. However, this is a global championship match between Gary Emmitt and Mikey Shoes. And Gary Emmitt right now is looking to demonstrate the technical improvement, the skill improvement he had been achieving regarding this match. And Gary Emmitt now with the back suplex to Mikey Shoes. Gary Emmitt with the pin on Mikey, and Mikey is kicking out at 2. Gary with a big chop. And again, projecting Mikey Shoes into the corner of the ring, and that's a big chop, a big combination of chops. And now Mikey is taking the damage. Gary Emmitt dominating Mikey Shoes. I never saw Gary Emmitt dominate Mikey Shoes right now like that. That's Gary with a double leg submission to Mikey. Even the referee is helping Mikey getting back on his feet now, and that's Gary with the chop to the back of his head. That's a mean one. And Mikey kicked out. And what? The hell was that? That's the reverse DDT. The running power slam. And again another one. 2. And Gary just kicked out again. And that's a neck breaker by Mikey Truth. Look at Mikey Truth's chest. How bruised and bleeding it is from all those chops Gary Emmitt has been giving to him during this entire match. Look at Mikey's chest. The damage he has taken. That's another big chop. Another one. And you saw Mikey literally pulling out due to the strength of the chops being given by Gary Emmitt. That's a new side of Gary Emmitt we haven't seen, and again with the running power slam. And look, even on Mikey's arm, there's bruises everywhere. Contusions probably too. And Mikey still had the will to give the test of strength to Gary, but that's also another neck breaker. I've never seen Mikey Truth in such a difficult position. Look at Mikey's chest right now. And that's it. I mean, Gary spinning Mikey, that's only a 2 count. Every shot you take on your chest has to have an effect on your respiration while you are wrestling, because it is shutting down the air that is inside of the lungs of your opponent. And Mikey Truth hurt his leg, his chest, his abdomen due to Gary giving too many chops. Mikey Truth is not even able to stand up. I do not know if Mikey will be able to keep his global championship. Mikey Truth is clearly injured. The match had to be stopped, at least. And Mikey is still attempting to fight back Gary Emmitt. And Gary had never had, and that's a final miss by Mikey once again. Gary had never had that much ability to strike. This is prime Gary Emmitt, like when he was the hardcore champion. And Gary, you need to pin Mikey. The hell are you doing? You had every chance to become global champion right there. And that's for the 3rd time. That's it. Gary cannot see anything, and Mikey is going to keep his championship to retain. That's a gruesome victory by Mikey Truth, who had to go all the way into injuring himself in order to defeat Gary Emmitt right now. But Mikey Truth is critically injured, and he needs medical assistance ASAP. Do we have a doctor or an EMT or a medical team that can come?
I think big, I'm never dreaming of orbit. Lightweight, a little nigga like Norbit. Coffin, lay up in the cemetery, y'all dead. I don't hear him, see him but never fear him. I'm just doing me, so be a part of my air. I'll make it a little clear for the curious. I don't even try, but I kill him in the serious.
There it is, as you can see, still global champion Mikey Truth, but at what cost? That match right there may have taken years of his career, just to prove that he still can belong. as he is going to defend this championship at the emergence too. But we need a doctor to come and help Mikey choose. And Mikey is refusing to give up, to give up, but you can't, Mikey, you can't walk. You need to get a doctor to come and check you. And Mikey does not really care, he's just trying to walk back up backstage, walk back backstage. But he can't. I mean, we all saw that.
Mikey, you're all right. Can you stand up? Look, I'm going to help you stand up. And then, we are going to go to my office to take a diagnostic of your injuries, okay?
And at this point, we do not even know if Mikey Chase will still be able to participate into that battle royale for this championship, the global championship, at the emergence too. However, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have the main event coming up next on Collision, but Mikey Chase is finally getting some medical assistance. And ladies and gentlemen, on the next episode, well, still coming up next on Global Core Wrestling Collision, the main event, in order to see who will get a match at the Emergence 2 for the One Tag Team Championships. And at GCW Action Episode 3, Stone Cold DT will face Project Alpha 1-on-1. Jimmy Tornado will also face Gary Emmitt 1-on-1 on GCW Action Episode 3. And then we are going to get the Global Championship match between Mikey Chase and Antic if Mikey Chase is medically cleared to compete at GCW Action. And Kenny Time is gonna go mano a mano against Wonderboy. Kenny Time Wonderboy for the Global Championship Battle Royale qualifier, and the main event is going to be 3-on-2 handicap match as the collective looks to face Red Sage and Asad. And at GCW the Emergence 2, Hypnosis is going to face Black Whites in a tables match. Project Alpha will face Beef and Behemoth in a 2-on-1 handicap match at the Emergence 2 also. And then for the Jackpot Vegas briefcase, the final match of the best of 5 series, and it's going to be a ladder match. And Antic is gonna go 1-on-1 against Mark Hancock in a 10 minutes time limit match. Then Steel Cage Escape match, Daniel Bond with a personal way to face Simonek and to end it, and Simonek. However, we're gonna have the Battle Royale for the Global Championship. And the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, Asad the challenger, Lance Scott the champion, who is going to leave the Emergence with the World Heavyweight Championship. And this is the main event of tonight's Global Core Wrestling Collision episode. This is Mr. Kush, joined by T-Neck, MMW legend T-Neck, such as Cushy Baby, the future Global Core Wrestling Hall of Famer, who will be introduced at the Emergence 2 in the GCW Hall of Fame. And this is how Mr. Kush and T-Neck were able to get this match tonight, as there was 2 gauntlet elimination match on the last episode of Collision, and Claudio and Sebastian won their gauntlet, such as Mr. Kush and T-Neck by defeating Beef and Behemoth. So tonight we have Claudio and Sebastian against Mr. Kush and T-Neck, and the winner of this tag team match will become the #1 contender for the Global Core Wrestling Tag Team Championship, and will receive a tag team championship match against Secta at the Emergence 2. as the bell rings, high stakes in this matchup, as one of these two teams is going to receive a shot at the tag team championship of the world if they win tonight. In Claudio closelining Mikey, Mr. Kush with the one bulldog to Davey Claudio, Mr. Kush looking for ways on how to defeat Davey Claudio, and there are three veterans inside of that ring, Sebastian being the newest addition to Global Car Wrestling, and Claudio with the mean pile drive. However, Davey Claudio and Mr. Kush had a long history, just like Davey Claudio and T-Net. They had a long history in MLW and also in MLW Rampage. As they were rivals, they hated each other, they literally disliked each other. And Mr. Kush was looking to make the tag, searching for a way to make the tag. Davey Claudio prevented that from happening. Davey Claudio also had a long history with T-Neck. T-Neck just jumped out of the tag world. And Davey Claudio is looking right now to bring Mr. Kush to his side of the ring. This is tag team 101. Davey Claudio and Sebastian, they have been impressive by applying these tactics. This is why they went this far into that tournament, winning the gauntlet last week, and then winning the 5 royals for Davey Claudio, who still knows how to get the win. And Sebastian with the tag to Claudio, neck breaker by Sebastian. Elbow drop by Claudio, and Claudio is directly after the tag had been made. He literally placed himself in between Kush and T-Neck in order to prevent Kush to go make the tag. As you can see, always keeping his opponent on his side of the ring. Now Mr. Kush, after the drop kick, not being able to stand outside. I do not see how Kush had any advantage, and that's the Claudio could have stopped, and T-Neck now outside of the ring going to the aid of his tag team partner. And Sebastian is massive, that ring is massive. Claudio automatically saw Mr. Kush. Claudio pinning Kush on near 1 count. And Kush now the drop kick to Claudio and a clothesline to his back. Kush is gonna go make the tag if T-Neck can go all the way back in time, but looks like it's not going to be possible. However, Kush has an opening right there, and he needs to keep it that way. And Kush is gonna go make the tag to T-Neck. T-Neck is the legal man now. T-Neck with the running clothesline. And the running senton too. T-Neck taking back Claudio on his feet. Showing Claudio how it is done. Pinning Davey Claudio only a 1 count. Claudio kicked out. And Claudio is gonna go make the tag to Sebastian, I believe. And this is a smart decision. Because look at the size difference. T-Neck doing the smart thing. And that was quite a punch. T-Neck with the running clothesline to Sebastian. He has him down. And right there, he is going to give Sebastian T-Neck. I'm gonna call it is the T-Neck lock. The T-Neck lock. Usually. But Claudio is down, and this is Sebastian and T-Neck, the leaping puncher. And T-Neck is looking to get rid of Davey Claudio. And he does. and Sebastian is alone inside of the ring. This is T-Nex's opportunity to go and make the cover. That's a tornado DDT. T-Nex making the pinfall 1, 2, and 3, and T-Nex and Kush are the new #1 contender for the Tag Team Championship. This is going to be at the Emergence 2. T-Nex and Mr. Kush against Secta for the Global Pro Wrestling World Tag Team Championships. This is going to be a hell of a match. And that's Secta, Tag Team Champions. T-Nex and Mr. Kush literally showing no fear ahead of the Emergence 2 as they face Secta, and we are gonna have the contract signing coming up next. However, this is a video that we have received from the Austrian Dynamo.
Before to be global champion, I have to eliminate 8 other competitors, and I wish. Mikey Truth is the latest I have to pin. I am obsessed with the global championship. At the Emergence 2, I need to become global champion. Otherwise, all the efforts I've pulled in due to Snyder would have meant nothing.
Team owner Snyder making his way to the ring, and in his hand, this is the contract for the main event of the Emergence 2, the World Heavyweight Championship match that we will be having in the main event between Asad and Lance Scott.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the contract signing regarding the Emergence 2 main event and the World Heavyweight Championship. Without any further ado, please welcome the challenger, Asad.
And this is the challenger that is going to face, who is going to face Lance Scott for the Global Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship at the Emergence 2 in the main event. And the reason is because Asad was formerly AVK's tag team partner, but they broke up. However, Asad found AVK attacked, and now AVK is in a coma. He hasn't worked ever since, and Asad felt like he had to take a stand. Also, he came to the aid of Wade Sage at GCW Showcase. And also, Asad defeated Daniel Ward, earning Daniel Ward's trust.
And now please welcome the man defending his championship at the Emergence 2, the Global Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion of the World, representing the collective, Lance Scott.
And this is Global Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion of the World, Lance Scott. And he elaborated rules in order to become heavyweight champion by defeating Ray the Sage at GCW Showcase, in order to become a 2-time Global Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. A despicable way to attack Ray the Sage and target him on collision in order to steal his heavyweight championship before to win properly that championship. But we see right here.
Asad. You may be the biggest striker there is today in global co-wrestling, but you do not come to my boots in terms of accomplishments I have, and in terms of heavyweight championships. At the Emergence 2 the story will be the same. There will be no friends, no foes, just two competitors fighting for this prize. The biggest prize there is in professional wrestling, the World Heavyweight Championship. And at the end of the day, the words you will hear at the Emergence 2 will be and still World Heavyweight Champion, Lance Scott.
Me when I say, I understand what's at stake regarding the main event of the Emergence though, and me Lance when I say that at the Emergence though I will become the new global co-wrestling world heavyweight champion.
And as the contract is being signed, the stakes are being set at the Emergence 2 in the main event. Asad is going to receive his first heavyweight championship match against Lance Scott. Will he be able to defeat Lance Scott? This is what we will know.